The military race between the United States and Russia is reaching new heights, especially regarding Europe's recent aggression in Ukraine. As a result, the US military cannot afford to fall behind Russia in military innovation. Before we begin, welcome to Tech Unity, where I always share the latest about Elon Musk. Please subscribe to this channel and remember to click on the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I release a new video. Also, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or concerns, be sure to leave some comments below. Elon Musk is one asset that the US has in the race that Russia wishes it had. The billionaire industrialist has been developing innovations that the US military can incorporate into its military assets. One such asset is the terrifying but secretive hypersonic fighter jet developed by the US under Project Mayhem, which would be helpful against Russia. Elon Musk is a multi-talented inventor whose genius spans many products and industries. For example, he has already made a name for himself in the EV industry by being solely responsible for bringing EVs to the forefront and transforming them into vehicles that people lust after. Because of this, his EV company Tesla is the largest in its category, shipping the most electric cars in a single year. Tesla is also the most valuable automobile company in terms of market capitalization. The military has been closely following Tesla's progress and is now focusing on one of its strengths, its hardware battery. Lockheed Martin has been awarded a contract by the United States Air Force to mount laser weapons on fighter jets. The laser system requires energy storage, and Lockheed Martin is turning to the same lithium-ion batteries that power EVs, thanks to Tesla innovations. EV lithium-ion batteries have matured to the point where the US Air Force will use them in fighter jets. Musk is also innovating in the space industry, and his company SpaceX has quickly risen to the top of the heap, overtaking behemoths along the way. It is the only private company that regularly delivers payloads to the International Space Station, including crew and cargo. SpaceX is developing the tallest and most powerful rocket ever conceived under Musk's guidance even before the Starship is ready. Musk's SpaceX owns and operates the most powerful rockets on the market, the Falcon 9 and the Falcon Heavy, which he uses to deliver payloads to orbit for himself and other private customers. Musk, as a visionary, is looking forward to colonizing Mars. This is when the Starship will genuinely come to life, making numerous trips between Earth and Mars, transporting both cargo and settlers on interplanetary missions. Meanwhile, SpaceX's customers include the United States military, and the company has been cleared to deliver sensitive payloads to orbit multiple times. It has already handled several launches for the US Space Force with great success. Given Musk's business relationships with the US military, it's no surprise that the billionaire CEO wants to build a supersonic jet. Musk stated that he is dying to make a supersonic jet in a tweet. However, as the CEO of the world's largest EV company, Musk takes the battery-powered route by electrifying the jet. It's easy to imagine Musk disliking his fossil fuel-powered private jet and wanting to retire it as soon as possible. On the other hand, Musk's friends in the US Air Force are working on a top-secret hypersonic air vehicle program called Mayhem. The Pentagon recently released some details about this project, which has been keeping war analysts guessing for quite some time. But before we get into all of the juicy details about the top-secret Mayhem project, what exactly is a hypersonic flight? Let's start at the beginning. The air molecules near an aircraft are distributed and moved around it as it moves through the air. The ratio of the aircraft speed to the speed of sound through the air determines how the air reacts to the aircraft. Because of the significance of this speed ratio, aerodynamicists have named it the Mach number after the Ernest Mach Grant, a late 19th century physicist. He studied gas dynamics for aircraft speeds far exceeding the speed of sound. The plane is rumored to be hypersonic. Hypersonic aircraft typically travel at speeds greater than 3,000 miles per hour and have a Mach number M greater than 5. Why are hypersonic aircraft preferred for modern warfare? According to Brad Leland, former hypersonic program manager at Lockheed Martin, hypersonic aircraft combined with hypersonic missiles could penetrate denied airspace and strike nearly any location across a continent in less than an hour. Speed will be the next aviation achievement to combat emerging threats in the coming decades. The Mayhem program was previously known as the Expendable Hypersonic Multi-Mission Air-Breathing Demonstrator, but this has now been changed to the Hypersonic Multi-Mission ISR and Strike Demonstrator. On the other hand, Mayhem is part of a more significant Air Force research lab effort known as Enabling Technologies for High-Speed Operable Systems Ethos. What does the Air Force hope to accomplish with Mayhem? The goal is to deliver a large class of ad-breathing hypersonic systems capable of carrying out multiple missions with a standardized payload interface that provides significant technological advancement and future capability. The system's goal is to carry payloads 5 times their current mass and twice their current range. Due to the secretive nature of Mayhem, the standardization payload interface would create multiple opportunities for various payload integration within the same hypersonic system. There is no information about the current technology capability systems from which the program requirements were derived. The contract document states that this requirement will be classified secret, possibly necessitating top-secret access at a later stage. However, we know that Mayhem has a program cap of $371 million. The Mayhem air vehicle will be equipped with 3 payloads: an area effects payload, a large unitary payload, and a responsive intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance, or ISR, payload. But what payload is the Air Force looking for with Mayhem? We have compiled some of the possibilities that the Air Force is discussing, such as distinct area effect and large unitary types. The first one strongly suggests a payload of cluster munitions or something similar, such as a swarm of small drones. An advanced high explosive fragmentation warhead would also provide an area effect, but it would be a unitary design. At the same time, large unitary could refer to larger warheads designed to provide a variety of impacts against a single target, such as deep penetrating capabilities for use against bunkers and other fortified structures. Remember, these are just some possibilities, and we can't say for sure what the exact design of these payloads might be. Based on the information we have right now, similarly, the ISR package could include a variety of different senses. On the other hand, the Air Force has previously confirmed that the Mayhem is linked to research and development of advanced scramjet propulsion technologies and multi-cycle jet engine designs. This indicated work on turbine-based combined cycle TBCC or dual-mode scramjet engine types. The basic idea behind these jet engine designs is to overcome the fact that scramjets and ramjets do not perform reliably at lower speeds by combining them with a more traditional jet turbine, allowing an air vehicle to operate reliably in that lower speed range, when used to describe a reusable human-crewed or crewless aircraft. This engine configuration could theoretically allow for a design that can fly at hypersonic speeds during the mid-course portion of a flight, while also taking off and landing like a traditional plane using existing runway infrastructure. This has long been regarded as the ultimate goal for a viable hypersonic aircraft. Michael White is the Hypersonics Principal Director and was described to me by the Pentagon's Office of the Director of Defense Research and Engineering for Modernization. Project Mayhem will investigate the next step in the opportunity space offers in terms of hypersonic cruise missile systems. So suppose you look at what we're doing right now and the sizes we're looking at to deliver capability. In that case, you get a specific range, a particular payload, and a compatibility with today's air platforms. He continues to explain the mysterious mayhem that is Project Mayhem, saying, "Okay, what happens? What can we do to build a much larger system that delivers more effects over a longer distance?" He continued. And so, looking at that kind of evolution of capability, you might be able to extend what you can achieve with a high-efficient air-breathing platform and weapon platform and take advantage of that efficiency while still expanding the range to significantly longer ranges than what we're doing today. It remains to be seen how the Air Force's Mayhem program develops, and what prototype designs it eventually produces. Let us know what you think about the mysterious Project Mayhem in the comments section below.